Alright, so at this point we have our instruments and our drums going pretty well. If you want to hear how it's going, let's go ahead and take a look here. I'll start with my verse. So that is where we are at the moment, and it's time to go ahead and add some bass. So this is a bass instrument from Monarch. It's a patch, just a preset patch from Monarch. I need to start learning how to actually program my own synths, but for now the presets work just fine. So I'll go ahead and go into keyboard mode, and I will also go into the minor scale just to keep everything in the same scale. And this is going to be pretty low down, so if you can't hear it, try it on some headphones or some nice studio monitors. And it's that low frequency is also kind of a difficulty in terms of sequencing the notes. So what I often do is bring the octave up quite a bit here, and that allows me to sort of hear the pitch better and make sure it sounds good with the rest of the project. So I'll be working on my verse first. And for this I'm going to keep the bass pretty simple. Probably just some C notes down here, and maybe go up to the 5th to a G. So I'll just go ahead and play around here. So I'll just create a pattern here and make it 4 bars long to match everything else, and I'll go ahead and record a first idea for my bass. So let's see what happens. I don't like how that turned out, so I'll try that again. I didn't get that first note. So that sounds pretty good. I will also go over to the chorus and try a pattern over here. So I don't know why I did that one. Let's delete that. Use this pattern over here, make it 4 bars long. So I want to have the bass in this part follow the notes of the trombones. So you can hear them over here. Let's just solo these. So I'm going to go ahead and make my bass play some of those same notes. So that's what I want to do here. Let's just try it and see how it works. We can always edit it later. Didn't work out like I wanted. Let's try that again. Okay, let's try this again. There we go. That is what I wanted to do. So that is a good bass note, a good bass line that I like, And as a general rule of thumb here, I like to always use some slight sidechain compression on the bass. So I'll go ahead and go to the browse menu over here, load up the compressor, and let's turn this on to the sidechain input from, let's see, group B, sound 1. So we want that to be group B. There we go, that's going to be the kick drum. I'll bring this down. So we don't really want any of those crazy pumping effects that sidechain compression can often lead to. I just like to do this to sort of prevent the kick drum and the bass from competing in that low frequency range. This is just going to give a subtle ducking effect to the bass when the kick drum plays. So let's see how that sounds. I'll mute these. And so now that we're adding some effects to the different instruments, we can start thinking about a rough mix. I like to go, let's do the levels and the panning first. So I want to keep my my bell sound here right in the middle. I can bring these other instruments into the stereo field. Let's see, I'll bring these a little bit over to the right, and the other horns over to the left. And then I'll just leave the strings somewhere close to the middle. So this is just a quick mix of the levels and the panning, nothing too finished at the moment. Let's see if my drums sound. And our bass, I think that's a little bit loud. So there we go. I think that is suitable for a quick mix. I'll go ahead and change this later on. I just want to keep this video pretty short and to the point. So that is what I want to do for this part of the series. From now, we're going to go ahead and start arranging this and sort of get a quick arrangement worked out. So I'll go ahead and stop this video now and go on to the next one.